not supposed to be this fun. I'm Judd Eads with Adrenaline Industries, and we got what the Frankenstein is this thing. The story behind this weird deal is that a guy bought one of our cars, one of our builds that we do, and he was short some of the cash, and I'm like, he was close. I'm like, so what do you got to trade? And he sent me this thing. I heard of a Polaris Slingshot, but I didn't realize they could do like a 4-seat conversion, and then also a 4-wheel conversion. And I'm like, this thing is the biggest clown car ever. And it actually surprised us. We thought we would just flip it right away when we got it months ago. And we've actually kept it for a couple of months because it's pretty dang fun to drive. I'll go over some of the details of what makes it fun. And I mean, this is like if Joe Dirt won the lottery, I think, because supposedly there was like 120 grand put into this. And I'm like, there's no way. The more I went through the build details on it, and I'll go through it, there might be 120 grand. So it almost like this like redneck Joe Dirt, tons extra money, rather than throw it at like a Audi R8 or something. They did it at this. So anyway, it handles far better than I thought it would. It's more fun to drive than I thought it would. It sounds really incredible with all the engine mods and stuff that were done to it. So anyway, we'll do a walk around and go over some of the details. Okay, so this is gonna be probably a little unprofessional. I've got a cheat sheet because I have no idea. I'm the dumbest mechanic in the world. I love driving sports cars. We have crazy cars, and it's funny, like here we have $3 million worth of cars, in our shop. We have Ferrari Testarossa. We have $500,000 custom G-Wagons. And people come into the shop and they all gravitate to this thing, which is this like plastic pile of chrome and plastic. I don't know. But anyway, people just love it. They lose their mind over this. They walk right past a Ferrari and go to this. They walk right past our like custom Resto Mod 600 horsepower Mercedes C63 chassis with a ponton body. Like, I think we have some of the coolest things around, and everybody gravitates to this crazy thing. So obviously people must love it. We'll see what you think. Let us know in the comments. So the unprofessional part, I'm just gonna go through this. So it says the new wheels, these are on 24-inch rims, America Force wheels. So you got custom America Force wheels for this, 24 and 22. I mean, these tires alone, I think the list on these rear tires are like $850. And then moving forward, we have a custom, look at this steering wheel. So American Force also built a custom steering wheel for this thing. I told you, like, dumb money was put at this. You got the back here in the back. We'll show on the front. We'll show on the front here. There's these Wildwood brake calipers. So again, that's an add-on here. And then they're also back here near the rear axles. So again, those don't come stock as far as I know. Slotted rotors, cross-drilled and slotted rotors are 15-inch. There's an custom emergency brake that was added. I guess that's probably for drifting and stuff. Like, I don't know if the Slingshots come, something, or the way it ties in. And then the motor. So I need to take a second to open up the hood, but I know nothing about the motor, but I'll go over the crazy amount of money that's been put into it. Okay, here we go on the engine. So a supercharger kit, larger fuel rail, header, custom exhaust. The exhaust is there. It looks stainless to me. Blow-off valve, cold air intake and heat shields, a whole C, am I saying that right? Whole C coil cover, custom aluminum coolant, that must be this baby. Some things I can point out. There's powder coated to match, firewall plates to match, new injectors, and then tuning by DDM Works. They also added a race performance clutch by DDM Works. You can tell it's definitely a solid clutch. And then a short throw shifter, so it really is fat. Like, when we'll get out on the road here in a minute and drive this thing, it's really dang fun to drive. Far more fun than I thought it would be. Okay, it's also got JRI springs that are powder coated to match the body, a 6-light conversion, so all the lights on the front must be not standard on these things. It's got lowering springs, a bullet speed custom aluminum front and rear arms. So I could see here, like, again, that's stupid money to machine that stuff. So it's just blowing my mind. You've got, what else we have here? The custom seats are diamond stitched. They're supposed to be waterproof. There's a Clarion touchscreen monitor that's Bluetooth capable, a backup camera. There's 10 JL audio speakers and subs. The stereo is insane in this thing. There's 14-inch subs behind the seat. I slid this seat forward so I can point this one out, but there's one of them. There's another one behind passenger side. So yeah, I guess this thing, maybe it belongs in Miami, but you can run a rock concert out of this thing. I don't know, it's really isn't rock, maybe a rap concert out of this. What else we got here? We've got a stretched and fab frame 4-seat conversion and 4-wheel conversion from Bullet Speed. I looked into this. There's a Facebook, these are, I guess, common enough. There's a Facebook group for 4-wheel slingshots and another Facebook group for 4-seaters, because there's a lot of 4-seaters with 3 wheels. I haven't seen many 4-seaters 4 wheels that did both conversions. Because of that, let me think. You got your ABS light is on. I'm sure this conversion throws that up. I asked on that Facebook group if I could have that coded out at the Polaris dealer. You couldn't. So the ABS is on and traction control light are both on the dash. And then a seatbelt light, unless you do up the back seats, because the back seat belts, I think, were originally the front seat belts. So you get a seatbelt light that's also on the dash. But everything works. There's no leaks. I haven't found any flaws. I mean, I'll point out at the end some like cosmetic little things here and there. But it drives like I guess it was built to do. Surprisingly, it rips. It says on this list, drive shaft in the rear. So perhaps they're not originally there. I don't know. R1 racing shocks in the rear. You can see it's crazy. Like they're actually, you got valves, you got adjustment and stuff on rebound and things on these shocks. So those are the R1 racing shocks. Custom billet aluminum cover and axle for rear 4-wheel drive conversion back there. Upgraded axles to handle the extra horsepower. Traction bars, powder coated, must be those white ones, powder coated to match. LED lights in the rear were added. And there's custom lights underneath it, like at night, you get your little underglow on this thing. Those all work. Push start was added and an alarm was added. A tinted front windshield, custom paint job. It says everything painted and powder coated to match. A bullet fender delete. Maybe there was a fender back here that's gone. And then the final thing on my list, this was probably 100,000 of the 120, is a bullet gas cap. So that's everything that came on the list that was emailed to me from American Force. All right, so I thought I better get a real person, a real mechanic's opinion, or a real car enthusiast that knows cars. So Max is a mechanic that I met maybe 6 months ago or a year ago, and he's out of Los Angeles. He works on crazy exotic cars. I have a couple TVRs that are really rare, and he's the TVR man for me to come. So I flew him up here from LA. And last time you were here, I just barely got this car, and we ripped it out. And what were both of us? I'm like, the wheels might fall off. This was my opinion. I'm like, you come with me, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, what did you think?
It was the first drive that Judd and I had even taken out in this thing, and we both thought it was probably going to fall apart, and that we were going to have to tow it home. And it drove straighter, faster, and smoother than we expected at all. I mean, I was shook. And then after getting out and looking around and seeing what had been done to the suspension, as you guys have seen, it's pretty well put together. So
surprisingly. Yeah. And it sounds good.
Sounds good.
Surprisingly sounds good.
It scared us with some really loud pops.
Yeah, sometimes that pops like a shotgun went off inside of it.
It's definitely loud.
Like when you fast shift, if I remember right, is when it will do that. We'll find out here in a driving video soon. We'll go rip it out.
You'll get the looks and you'll get the attention.
I found that industrial park, remember? And it was just like hot. I'm like, how would this corner? Like, I mean, you look at these wheels going, what a freaking joke. But it actually cornered really, really well.
When I saw the wheels on the steering wheel, I'm like, this thing is not going to do anything. And it turned extremely well. We were quite shocked.
It would actually be pretty fun on a track.
I think it would be, yeah.
It would be probably pretty fun to just go rip it for a day at a track.
You would definitely have a lot of fun in it.
Yeah.
It turns exceptionally well. And I thought with the low-profile tires and everything, it wouldn't track straight at all, and it would just tramline around on the street, and it drives really, really well.
So there you go. I brought Max, who's an expert mechanic on high-end cars and supercars, as well as an expert driver. So you get the real guy. With me, you just get a car guy that likes cars. So thanks, Max. Kevin, fired up. We haven't started this in a week or whatever. We literally pushed it right here to kind of get out in front so we could walk around it. It fires right up. I mean, it's a reliable motor. go. 1 second fire up. I figure in a vehicle like this, you got to look the part. So these are my mountain biking glasses that my wife just hates so bad, but they kind of fit the vibe in this. So we'll see if my wife notices and if I get made fun of here on the way out of the driveway. What's up, babe? What the coincidence she's out here. You jealous? So it's actually easy to drive. I was worried with like the race clutch and the short throw shifter and stuff. My wife hadn't driven a clutch in years, and we went out the other night and she actually did just fine in this. The clutch is really light, it's not heavy like most race clutches are, and shifting and stuff works. It's not supposed to be this fun. This thing has a better blow-off sound than any of our race cars do. This is crazy how good the blow-off sounds in this little Slingshot. Might as well get my money's worth out of these tires since we've only driven it maybe 500 or 1,000 miles. Let's do a burnout, see what $3,000 or whatever tires are worth. But I imagine this thing's going to burn out pretty easy with as light as it is. That was a fun drive. It really makes you kind of giggle. People stare like crazy at this thing. So, couple flaws, cosmetic things. There's a couple chips right down here on the front spoiler. Let me see if that's another one right here. Minor. I noticed paint chipping off of the part of the hood. This is all one piece, this whole hood that rotates forward. Some of the wheels, a little bit of curb rash here, and no, it wasn't me. Previous owner got a little curb love, a little bit around here. There's pretty late, like I'm 6'3", and I actually can't have the seat all the way back. So there's tons of leg room in here. So I actually have the seat a couple clicks forward, which then still leaves the back seat, and those back seats move forward and back as well. But pretty decent room for 4 adults. Coming back around here, it looks like this, like where this comes down, the hood comes down, a little bit of rub there underneath. And, oh, of course, we got a little more curb rash. We haven't really tried hard. I wonder if that could just polish out pretty easy. There you have it. That's, I don't know what you call this, but that's what we have. It's more fun than it probably should be. Performance-wise, it actually rips. Like, we've joked, we've made fun of it and stuff, but performance-wise, it's legit. This thing really handles really well. We have a lot of high-end sports cars, you know, here at Adrenaline Industries, and this thing hangs with them. I mean, the acceleration's not as quick as like some of our super fast cars, but it surprisingly is right there. I mean, I would probably compare it to like your average Corvette kind of speed as far as that, but it will corner. I feel like it corners better than most sports cars, surprisingly. Anyway, it's fun. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, let us know.